morning guys, hello and welcome to the channel. It's 10 past 6 Saturday, and so sort of got ready to go to Corn Exchange last night with a van, but then I was sort of like, I don't have an awful lot of, well I do, but don't have enough lot of stuff to go there. But I was all set to go, and then I decided I'd go for a snooze. Big mistake, about 10 o'clock. So it's too late to go to Corn Exchange. And well, it's not really, I could probably still go there. Yeah, I don't think they'll be turning cars away today. But so the easiest option is just to go to Bathgate. That's what we'll do. Right, we're going to Bathgate. £10 for the rent. £10. A Fiat Bravo. Looks like a sporty one. So we'll just go to Bathgate. And so I had to load the car up this morning because I can't take the van to Bathgate because they'll charge me more, probably about 30 quid for the van. So the car's only like 10 quid. But they've got a special offer at the end of the month. Right, just go. We'll just go and give it a go and see what happens. Stop overthinking things. Tomorrow we'll go to Falkirk. Falkirk tomorrow. Now I was going to do a live stream just now, and then I sort of thought, well, I'll have to stop the car and get my glasses on and everything. I hadn't thought about it until I started moving. And then the last time I did a live stream when I was driving last week, I only got 19 views or something. But you can load the live streams into your phone, which is what I did. I loaded it on the phone, so if you get stuff out of it, I did it on the computer, so I don't know. I probably wouldn't be able to do it on the move with the phone. I'm not sure how to do that. Anyway, here we are. It's a foot. What is this? So I get there's a lot of stuff on my YouTube. I think I watched a video about somebody who's dying of cancer, and then it's sad for the people that died, but there was loads of them came up in my algorithm because I watched that one, and I felt that it was like really like morose, like death and everything, and you get like, to my age, you're getting to near the end, you know, whereas when you're younger you don't give a shit about any of that stuff. When you're with, you know, you're full of sex hormones, which is a problem. Try to contain all that, especially the way the world's went with feminism and which went out of control, and how you can be arrested for just about anything nowadays. You know, I can't see how. It's actually, so they've done scientific data on it. We've actually become more restricted. Like, it's a more free that the paradox is society's freer, but we've become more restricted the actual proof of the pudding sort of thing. We are more restricted, whereas when it was restricted, you had more freedom. That was weird, wasn't it? Never mind, just keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on soldiering on. I could still go into Edinburgh. Could still go into this. Nah, I won't bother doing that. Something getting built there on the left. We won't bother, we'll just go to Bathgate. It's closer. It means I don't have to. Well, it's not exactly. It's not a brilliant road going to Bathgate, to be honest, but. You get all the kind of stupid comments all the time as well, and you go, oh, why you know at the corner exchange today, and oh, what are you doing here today, and everything, and it's like, I think it's about emotional intelligence, and the trouble I had with that daft woman at that group. She doesn't seem to have any emotional intelligence. She just says things like, without any consideration whatsoever. None. Like, so it's like, oh, you know, like, let things go and move, let's move along. No, you just get, everything gets dragged up all the time. Stop fucking moaning. Gonna have to do something about the balancing on the fucking wheels. It's shaking. It shakes at somewhere about 75 to 79 miles per hour. I'm pretty sure it's coming from the front wheels. And it was like that. It was like that when I got the tyres put on. Yes, it was. So yesterday we had we've got a few arguments ongoing with like cycling numpties. So the sort of sus-trans types. Oh, look at that. Sus-trans. And so they're actually extremely self-centered, they're men for the most part. I think there's a woman who started arguing with me as well. But really, what they're pushing this cycle infrastructure, and say you've got a town like Stirling, well, Edinburgh, Stirling, Glasgow, and what they're doing is they're taking away road space and then fitting their bike lanes into the road space. So they're restricting commerce, and it's trying to like sort of. Well, I'm doing it to defend other people, you know, like ordinary people. That's what I'm trying to do. Defend them and their lives, because this is a diabolical liberty. When nobody's saying you can't go around in your push bike, nobody's saying that at all, and nobody's saying that you shouldn't use a cycle, push bike. But these lot are just incredibly selfish. All they're doing is just thinking about their own needs and their own fetish. They get on their lycra, they get on their bike, and go and have a wee cycle. And the reality is that something like 90% of people, it's probably more actually, are not interested. You know, it's a marginal vocation. Is that what it is? It's a marginal thing. Who's gonna? Because the reality, like, so I'm going to Bathgate right now. Am I going to use a push bike? No. Have I got a push bike in the car? No. Am I going to go cycling when I get there? No. You know, it's all very strange people that's going to do that. And like them lot, most of them, they're all. The irony is they're all on. Majority of them are on government money. You know, I mean, you can go on about parasites all you like, living off the government, but they're living off the government. They've got government jobs, you know, and they need a rude awakening. You know, and it's like. They need a rude awakening. No, we're now doing 85. so what they're trying to do is circumnavigate reality. So they come, and because I said they've been to university, so they're educated. They know how to knock up a Word document with paragraphs. And so there's a lot of people some people I know that, or there is people. It doesn't mean to say they're not intelligent. They just maybe haven't learned how to present information. And I know it sounds a bit contradictory there. You're probably thinking, well, if they're intelligent, they would know how to do that. But there's people who know that they're talking shit, and they can't, and they just sort of give up on them. So what I'm doing is I'm challenging them, and so the main thrust is you go into this. There's what the other guy right off the bat, he criticised my punctuation. That was the first thing he did, and so what I'm doing, I'm using a phone when I'm doing this. You know, I think as long as you try not to have any spelling mistakes, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you're communicating via a phone. You know, so you're typing away. So that's like a power trip. That you know, your punctuations or your grammar, spelling. So that's the reason why you need to get it right, so you can minimise that type of attack. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't really care that much if there's a comma missing or something, or you know, a odd mistake. But this guy jumped on that right away. It was just a minor. It wasn't even a mistake. No normal person would have noticed it. And then that's what they do to try and power trip. And then so I think they'll look at me and they think I'm dumb or something. I'm pretty sure they do, yeah. Where are we going? I'm going to overtake this truck. Yeah, and then pop back over. Oh fuck, that's a bit neat. Yeah, and that's what they do. So anyway, we soon got the better of that guy. He actually gave up. Yeah, he did. But he had all these copied and pasted replies from the SNP handbook, the Green Communist handbook, which is that it was like copied and pasted stuff he'd prepared earlier, answers, and he gave up in the end. But the basic issue with this is cost, right? So they don't want to talk about that, and the government hides that from you and me and everybody else. They don't want you to know the cost. So how could do an analogy? Well, my sister's an analogy. She's spending money right, left and centre on all this stuff. She is like that, but I don't talk to her. But she was spending my dad's money every week. She was getting money off him, and it was all kind of under the guise of, it was I'm organising this and I'm organising that. So it was something like somebody would go, oh well, we'll have to have a party. All right, we'll need this. She's like an organiser, like I suppose like a bit like you know, these wedding people. So you need this, and this. So she wasn't using her own money though. She was getting money off my dad. So the analogy with the government. So my sister would say, we need this, and this. And that's what she was great at. She is great at that. She's great at spending money. She'll go to, you know, she knows what fashion to wear. You should wear different fashion, different times. So she'll go and buy this, that and the other. She'll probably I bet she'll be the type that gets rid of clothes, you know, and keep this sort of thing going, because she's replaced it with new stuff just to get rid of her older stuff. So she'll get this, that and the other, and that will cost, it doesn't matter how much it costs, you need it, sort of thing. So the green thing is like that. Oh, we need more. So they're taking money from vital services. So it's all interconnected in this country, in Scotland. It's interconnected. So I don't want to get too personal about a recent death, but there's sort of substance issues in Scotland, and it was a massive problem. So while they're fanning around organising their bike lanes, there's people dying in this country. So, well, that's something we could be spending the money on, would be what I would say, yeah. Instead of, you know, I would say that it's vitally important. Spend it on that. Well, how are you going to solve that problem? Well, I don't know. It's more important than a freaking bike lane, isn't it? So we've got our young dying, and that's the recent guy that died. I don't want to say too much because the mother and that could attack me, but I reckon it's pretty clearly involved with substance, some kind of involvement in that. And I think that it's just because it's so rife that any young people, a lot of young people are involved with it, so the chances of that being a factor are fucking high. You know, either landed up in a car, took too much drugs, so you're allowed to say that, I don't know, substances, and had some kind of heart attack or event or something, and then got dumped. I think so. I'm going to let you work out for yourself who I'm talking about, but I think probably landed up meeting people, and then he became a liability to them because he was out of his face on something or whatever, and they just dumped him, and he ended up wandering around, and then died of, you know, caused by the substance. So all the while we've got these problems. Oh, it's time for a new. Let's get our little push bikes out and go for a little cycle. You know. So really, what you could say? Well, why is Scotland drug? I have to watch this road. Actually, you can have an accident here quite easily. Oh, there's someone on the other side of the road. What the fuck was that? Looked like a fucking lion or something. I think this would be pretty grim in the winter. We're in West Lothian now. So, oh, the fuck, everything's falling over. My flasks. Better put them down. Oh, they've got lights, yeah, lights now, thankfully. Right. So all these sort of university graduate types, that's me, I'm a university graduate, but I'm not a fanny like them, am I? Are quite happy in that. See, that's the problem. I can't really lower myself to be a grifter like that. Well, I'm a grifter, but I'm a grifter in a different way, but to lower myself to go around in that, because you have to agree with all that shit to be in that. To go to university, Stirling University is where I was, and to go up there or to communicate with any of these people now, you have to be a complete grifter and be in with the climate crisis, you know, and that's what the cycling thing comes from, the climate crisis and the made up crisis, and all the while. So the problem is that these people, are quite happy to they don't seem to have any morals. I think that's what it is. It's all about, well, I think it's all about me, all about me. I'm alright in my push bike. I can go out, and this guy is Murray Cook, that's who it was. He's one of the ones I was arguing with. I think I finally got the better of him, and he's a educated man. Obviously he's a professor or something of archaeology, and he's on Facebook arguing with me. What a fucking cunt, you know. So I think they're all fannies, the whole lot of them. I mean, it's like he's on his push bike saying how wonderful it is, and he's talking about how the road rage, he doesn't experience any road rage anymore because he's using these bike lanes. It's like, you fucking talk shit. You know, the reason you're getting road rage is you're getting on everybody's fucking road with your push bike, people trying to get to work. Do we need university professors, you know? Well, the university has just sort of become a bit of a joke, isn't it, I think? I think the general consensus of opinion is that they're not esteemed. You know, they're not esteemed people of learning, are they? Questioning everything. They're sort of part of the system, and they're all part of the grift, and they're part of the. They don't ask questions. They just go with the flow and collect the money and get in their push bikes and go and are quite happy for you to have a miserable life, but they don't care as long as their push bikes are alright and they go out for a wee cycle and everything's la-dee-da. That's the thing. Like my great grandfather lived in it. I said great, no, it was great. He was a shepherd in a field. Where else would a shepherd be? In a field in Calendar, and he probably didn't have any. He obviously wouldn't have had central heating or anything like that, and he probably lived it. He's probably happy enough. I don't know, but he's been poor, simple life. And now look what we've got. Fucking. Now look how wealthy we are. But do you want to give that up? Is what I'm saying. You know, when you go, you decide you're dirty, you want to have a shower, go and have one. The hot water's there. I mean, you wouldn't like that if you didn't have that, would you? So that's the sort of point. Or you can do whatever you like. You just go wherever you want. Does he go on holiday, this guy? I bet he does. They all do, don't they? Fly off here and there and everywhere. Oh, it's alright for me, I can go flying on holiday. I deserve a little holiday. Of course you do. So it's, if you're not willing to give up these, what the fuck? I thought I've seen a dinghy there. Right, oh, you're just saying things. No, it's a Porsche. Two electric Porsches. Oh my god, I wouldn't have them. See, that's the thing, you've got a little new build house with a narrow little space at the front and two electric Porsches charging. They never catch fire. Oh, they never catch fire, Tone. What do they call them? He calls them floaters. He was calling them milk floats, and he's calling the people that promote EVs floaters, which is quite funny because floater is it's sort of derogatory, isn't it? So it is a really funny term. Floaters, milk floats, and floaters. Yeah, so I don't know how things are going to go today, but you always have that sense of doubt. You never always know for sure, do you? That van parked there. See, that's the sort of thing, the government's made that illegal, and he's probably been parking his van there for fucking like 50 years, and now they're going to come along and give him a ticket. Well, they don't seem to be in well, it depends what city you're in Bathgate, they'll come round and do it. They're arseholes. So that's an example of stupid law by the government. I don't agree with that one. Parking on pavements, but I also don't agree. I don't think you really should park on pavements, but I don't think it should be illegal. And I think it's like a lot of things where in some situations it does make sense. You know. Oh my god. So I don't know if this is a mistake. I'm going, oh god, I should have went into Edinburgh. Well, yeah, you should have done, but you didn't. So you should have done, but you didn't. So the other guy arguing about the 20 zones and limits, and he produced. They've got a habit of doing this. He produced like a brochure or something as definitive proof that I'm wrong. And it was a brochure. I don't know where he got it from. And that's the thing. When you're arguing with them clowns, you've got to keep sticking to some kind of truth. Because look, I'm talking about Scotland here. I'm talking about Wales. 20 zones we're talking about now, which is connected to the biking argument, cycling argument. So who knows how we're going to get on today. Look, just get on with it and try your best. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's easier coming here than it is going to Edinburgh. So it's fucking easier. So oh, hey Andy. Oh. Some guy in. Look at his hand. He's quite super fit, isn't he? He's super fit. Hiya. He's obviously super fit. He's super fit, he's super fit. Super fit. Ah, I forgot I never brought any bacon, I've just got ham. But I've got rolls. Okay then Andy, no bother. Hey, so that's us, we've made it, so thanks for coming along. Please like, share and subscribe, blah blah blah. Right. Thanks for watching, bye! Oh. Who knows what's going to happen?